Hello, welcome to another pattern tutorial video, where in this one I will be showing you how to make one of these iPad covers. And in the pattern they also come in two sizes, so they work both for the 13 and 15-inch iPads. Also, if you have any other tablets with different sizes, let me know in the comments, and I can also happily adjust the pattern so that no matter what tablet you have, you can make sure that it fits you. And these covers have quite a snug fit, and they're still quite easy to make, so they might be a fun weekend build or for a gift you're looking forward to make. So with that out of the way, without any further ado, let's get to it. So for today's build, we will also only need 4 pieces. So we got our back piece, our front piece, the front cover, and something to attach our buckle to. And then to get started, we will first want to take the back piece and the front cover piece, because we will be attaching this one over here. And for that, I will first start off by putting the cover on top where it will rest later on. And then we can just mark the line where we will have to glue it. And then in the next steps, I will first bevel and burnish the top side of the cover piece, and then we can glue it to our backside piece. Once we have our front cover attached, for the next step we can again take our wing divider and mark our stitch line, and then we can punch and sew the cover to our backside with the flap. Then after we finish stitching our cover, we can switch to our front piece, where here on the back side I will just cut a small groove along the top. And then we can glue it down, hammer down to make sure it's nice and tight. And then we can add the stitch line on the top here to make sure that also the top line from the front cover is nice and stiff, so our tablet goes in and out quite easily. So let's do that. Once we finished our top stitch line, then we can take the front piece for the buckle attachment, put our buckle on there, bevel and burnish all the edges, and then we can glue it to the front cover before stitching it all together. So let's do that next. Then next up, what we want to do is to burnish the small things between the cuts here, so that we can start sewing these corners together to form our front pocket. So let's do that first, and then I'll show you how and where to punch the holes on these corners. Then next up, I will mark the stitch line along the cuts here in the corner, and for these punches I will also use my round hole punch, because I will be doing these ones with a cross stitch and they just look better with a round punch stitch compared to like a diamond chisel or so. So then we'll just want to punch 3 holes along these lines on both edges, and then we'll sew them together with a cross stitch so that they start to form a pocket. And then we can already start gluing these to our backside to form our actual iPad pocket. After finishing the edges on our front side, we can put contact cement on both our front and our back side, so we can start putting those pieces together before sewing in everything up and already finishing up. Now for drying, you want to start in the corners and align the 45-degree angles right up in the corner. Now with the pieces combined, we can start our stitch line all the way on the outside and sew everything together, and then the only thing missing is to finish our edges. So let's go! But while punching, this is the only piece where you want to watch out because of the corners that we put here. Normally you would want to angle the corner punch this way over the corner, but because of our leather pieces, you would then just puncture both of the sides. So there's probably one exception where I would actually recommend to put your corner punch this way so it aligns right with the gap between our 2 pieces here. But otherwise we can just continue as normal. Now, after we stitched everything up, we can tap down the threads and finish our edges all around. And then we just need to put on the other side of our buckle and we're good to go. So let's do that. And now, lastly, only thing missing is put in your tablet, close it up, and you're good to go. I hope you liked the pattern, and if you did, please also leave a like in the video. And as always, if you want to see more of these patterns, also subscribe or check out my Etsy store. And with that, see you next time.